Hey YouTube, AR-15 guy here. So I wanted to address a couple of things. I'm going to call them out by name because everybody already knows pretty much. James Yeager, as of when I last checked online the news about him, has lost his concealed carry permit license in the state of Tennessee. And stands to lose a lot more. Now, we have to be more rational. We cannot let our hearts and our fears get ahead of our rationality and our responsibility to think logically. We destroy our complete argument when we spout off like that. You know, I understand to an extent his concern. I mean, his whole livelihood, his business, everything that he does for a living to support his family is based on the AR-15, AK-47 platforms. All of his tactical training is based around those types of rifles. He does do handgun combat training, and so for him it was a little more personal than maybe some of this, you or I, where we see it as just a way of protecting our family. For him, it's a way of providing for his family. I don't defend what he did, because I think we do our community a disservice by not thinking things through first. Right now is not Second Amendment time. Right now is defending our Second Amendment by using our First Amendment. And the First Amendment, the reason it is placed first, it is the first response we should have to any kind of push against liberty. It is our responsibility to use our First Amendment rights to its fullest. Leave no stone unturned. Leave no fact out. Leave nowhere for them to go. And if they decide to go around that still, then that's a conversation we'll have at that time. But right now is not the time for that. Right now is time for dialogue. Right now is time for awareness. Right now is the time for doing everything we can do. I have just to kind of put it out there, 5th District in Oregon, where I'm at, our representative is Kurt Schrader. He is a Democrat. I don't agree with a lot of what he stands for, but he went on local TV and defended the Second Amendment. I have called his office. I've written him prior to this, and today I just sat down and wrote him again, thanking him. Thank you for your support of the Second Amendment. And I believe strongly enough in this right now that I would give him my vote. Because without the Second Amendment, it doesn't matter what else happens. It doesn't matter. So right now, in this time frame, where normally I'd probably go with somebody else, I will give him my vote. And I let him know that. Because if you stand up with us, and in my state it can be a rough go. But my county is a lot of rural farmland, a lot of rural timber. There's a lot of hunters, a lot of sportsmen in this district. So it would be silly for him not to, but regardless, I'm going to let him know thank you and let him know that he has my support. And that he'll continue to have my support as long as he continues to support the Second Amendment. So you need to be active in that way. You need to let your representatives know when they do something wrong, but you also need to back them up when they do something right. If you're in an area where they're fighting with you, you need to let them know, because probably they're getting barraged, just a barrage of negative, you know, don't do this, don't do that. And they're probably not seeing a whole lot of, hey, thank you. You know what, I appreciate it. So right now is First Amendment time. And I think we're a ways away from Second Amendment time. So let's use our voices, let's be responsible, let's show up on the 19th in our local capitals, let's show up on the 8th, let's be heard, let's do everything we can, let's leave it all out on the field, so to speak. So that way, if they decide to start busting down doors, we can say with a clear conscience that we did everything we could. We did everything we could. So when you guys put out videos, just be you know, just be conscious of what you're saying, how you're saying it, and how it might be interpreted. I'm not saying that you need to censor. You just need to make sure that it isn't going to put you in harm and isn't going to put your family in harm. So anyway, guys, that's all I had to say. Like I said, you know, if you're in an area where you have a congressman or a senator who's backing up the Second Amendment, make sure you write them and tell them thank you. Make sure that you know that you appreciate it, because just like we're pressuring them to go to stand up for the Second Amendment, we need to make sure that they're also aware that we're behind them, that we're fighting there with them. So anyway, guys, that's all I have to say tonight. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave me comments, let me know what you think. Like I said, let's pull together. Let's use our First Amendment rights, clear out as best as we can, leaving it all out there on the field. So have a good night, guys.